why not do it? Why not? Right? If I'm richer than you or wealthier than you or have a better FICO score than you, which I have an 822 FICO score, by the way, and I have 54 units in my portfolio, by the way, and I have multiple businesses, by the way. I have a property management company in which I manage the properties of other people. I have real estate portfolio, credit repair, business credit, ink removal, low doc mortgages, business credit, events, as I just mentioned, right? Multiple businesses. So if I'm telling you, and I'm a young dude, right? So if I'm telling you, based upon my experience and things that I've done, then why not take heed to it? Especially if you're in a position where you have zero in your portfolio. Just simple stuff like that. So I had to learn this firsthand, just like you're learning this firsthand. Because at first, based upon my mindset, and again, I was an employee, by the way, full time. I was trying to tell him, no, you can't do that. You can't get 10 units in a year so I can buy my financial freedom. And then I immediately had to correct myself. I had to check myself and say, you know what, Juan Pablo? You just shut up, bro. This dude has over 200 units. How are you going to tell him it ain't easy? Maybe you need to elevate your thinking to his level. Likewise, just have an open mind. If you listen to anything that I say, or you read anything, if you hear anything, just have an open mind and just see how it could be possible to you. I answer a lot of comments on YouTube. I have a huge following on YouTube. I get so many comments, and a lot of it's from those type of mindsets. They're employee-driven mindsets, negative mindsets, and not positive, not an optimist in their thinking, right? So I understand the mindsets that are out there because I too had that mindset many years ago. Not no more though, right? So let's get back to the story. So he told me, you know what, you can do it. I said, okay, well, let me figure out how to do this. I had 1 year to do it. 1 year, right, to quit my 9 to 5, because I definitely wanted to be financially free independent. So after I went home, I had an injury. I ruptured my Achilles tendon, which my tendon completely ruptured, came apart, had surgery, so I couldn't walk for 2 months. And during this period, I had sick leave, by the way, thankfully. Thank God for that. So while I had my leg propped up and couldn't walk for 2 months, I had a computer, I had a phone line, and I had the internet. And I did research. Research. A lot of phone calls and so forth. That I came up with a strategy, 100% finance. So that's how 100% finance, the concept, the term was born. Not the company yet. The company started in 2014, but at least the term in my mind came into play during that time frame when I was going through healing. And then I discovered that I can use hard money and business credit and finance my deals 100%. Therefore, it will alleviate me from spending months to even years saving up for a down payment. Again, if we're using that $20,000 scenario for the down payment money, if I can finance that $20,000, then that would alleviate me saving for that $20,000, and that will cut that time, if not in half, but it would cut it out completely. Do you guys follow? So this is why I like to ask the question to you guys: why would you want to wait to save $20,000 if you can borrow to obtain $20,000? And let's say borrowing takes you about 30 days from start to finish, from starting the application to 30 days later, you get into business funding or you get into funding in hand. It makes sense because time is your greatest asset. It's more valuable to money. So why not use your money to buy your time, to buy your freedom? Do you guys follow? It's all mindset stuff here, people. You have to adopt this philosophy. This is the culture that we have at 100% Finance. So you can earn passively and live passionately. Hence the words on the t-shirt. If you guys can see it. All right? So I came across that realization during that time of pain with my leg going through a healing. So hard money. What is hard money? Hard money is money that you can buy from a private lender. Again, they're private. So I get this comment all the time. Well, my lender in Wichita, Kansas wants a 20% down payment. Well, mine's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania doesn't, but they have a 15% interest rate. They're all different. They all have different terms. They all have different interest rates, different points, down payments, prepayment penalties, different credit criteria, and so forth. They're all different, okay? But you have to find the one in your market. And if you want to know, well, how do I find one? How do I do analysis? Of course, all that stuff's in the coaching program, right? You guys can understand. I can't give everything away for free, right? So if you want the in-depth information, if you're really serious about it, you'll sign up for a coaching program. Or at the minimum, subscribe to our website at 100percentfinance.com or get the ebook and come to our events. That point and simple. Right now, as I told you earlier, the focus is on giving you that mindset. Okay. This is the way of thinking. Just showing you the outline. If you want the in-depth details, then sign up. You follow? All right, cool. So hard money, it's called hard money for a reason because the terms are hard, meaning they're expensive. The interest rate is not going to be 5%, in which you'll find with a conventional lender, with a mortgage lender, to explain even further. It'll be more so 15%. It's not going to be 1 or 2 points. It might be 3 to 5 points. And they might want interest-only payments, but they want their principal back in a year's time. So it's expensive. However, it allows you to get into an asset 100% finance. So I know what you're going to say. Oh, but in my area, they require a 20% down payment. So that 100% finance model doesn't work. Well, guess what? Every lender is different, remember? Every market is different. I have to say that all the time. Every deal is different. Every market is different. And every financial instrument is different. Again, I'm online, so I get a lot of these comments, right? And I said, I invested in multiple states. I did a hard money deal in Atlanta, Georgia. It was a flip. It was a 13% interest rate, 3 points, and a 20% down payment required. And where I get the down payment from? My money team. My homies. Yeah, this is a thick stack of cards, right? Business credit, baby. It doesn't show up on your personal credit report. So I pulled the 20% down payment from this and was still able to finance it 100%. Are you happy now? Right? So you can still get it 100% finance. But in Pittsburgh, PA, my hard money lender could care less where I got the money from. He said, hey, if you're able to finance the purchase price, the rehab, and the closing costs, you don't got to bring no down payment to the table. That was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Again, every deal is different. Every market is different. Every financial instrument is different. You guys need to understand that. So even if you're in California or Atlanta or New York, as you guys can tell, those markets are quite different. I used to live in the New York area. The price point for real estate was way too high. It was astronomical. So I had to explore other markets. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I'm in California and the price point's so high, so I can't apply your strategies, Juan Pablo, in California. I was in the same position, bruh. That's why I had to invest in other markets. I live in Atlanta now. Where's my 54 units at? In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I do not live in the market that I invest in. Why? Because I treat real estate investing as an entrepreneur. So you can do the same thing. And again, we teach all this stuff, so it doesn't matter. If you say, oh, the price for real estate is too high, invest out of state like I did. It's that simple. Or, oh, the terms are this. Or, oh, there's not enough multifamily in my market. In Atlanta, Georgia, there's not too many small apartment buildings which I specialize in. There's normally single family, duplexes, and then a 200-unit apartment complex. Therefore, I still invest in Pittsburgh because there's an abundance, a plethora of small apartment buildings. So if you have any more reservations, feel free to let me know because I'll answer them like that. Because I've been there, done that. Okay? Because I actively invest full time, by the way. Okay? So, hard money will lend you the money, and it's for distressed assets, by the way. It's for a beat up, ugly house. So it will lend you money, a hard money lender will lend you money to buy it, purchase price, as well as fix it up, the rehab costs, and even rolling closing costs in there if you buy it right. Normally it's around 65% of the after repair value. So I know you're going to say, well, my market is 70%. I talked to a hard money lender. Again, every market is different. Every deal is different. Every financial instrument is different. However, most of these strategies, which I'm telling you, apply to every market. Okay? Only thing that might be different, it's the terms, the interest rates, and so forth. Got it? Cool. So I use hard money for single family homes. And I began to purchase single family homes that were beat up, or I bought them from motivated sellers using hard money. And then I refinanced into a conventional mortgage so I can still hold the properties. Okay? So that's the process I use for that. 100% finance for single family. However, the fastest way to financial freedom is multifamily. So being that I knew that, okay, I need $2,000 in passive income to quit my day job by the end of this year so I can be financially free and independent this new year, that I need to get into multifamily investing. So I need to buy multiple units at once. Because why would I do a single family, then a single family, then a single family, then a single family? That's like 5 closings instead of just doing a 5 unit, a 10 unit, a 12 unit, an 11 unit, and so forth. I'm getting more for my buck, more bang for my buck. You guys understand? If you want to be financially free and independent, if you want to quit your 9 to 5, multifamily investing is the fastest way to financial freedom. That's my words, okay? Multifamily investing is the fastest way to financial freedom. And use debt for your multifamily investing so you can be financially free and independent. So you're saying, well, what was the second way? You said the first one was hard money. What was the second way? As you guys have guessed it, business credit. I use business credit for multifamily properties. And if you're interested in acquiring your own money team, as I like to call it, my silent partners, my homies that help me with my deals, then apply. Apply for business credit. Go to 100percentfinance.com, click on services, and apply for business credit. Apply. There's no upfront fees, guys. It's free consultation. We will call you after we look at your application and your business. So you might be saying, well, Juan Pablo, I don't have a business yet. It's all good. It's with a personal guarantee. So we're going to look at your personal credit. You don't have to have a business incorporated yet. Okay? You don't need to have an entity form as of yet. Just apply. Even if you don't know some of the answers, just put not applicable. Okay? But still apply so we can call you and say, okay, you do qualify. In 30 days, you'll get these bad boys in hand. Or we'll say, hey, unfortunately you don't qualify, but this is the steps that you need to take specifically to qualify. Again, we give you free consultation that's caters towards you and your business. Only thing you have to do is to apply. Because I get a lot of comments all over. Of course, you see these different platforms. I have a podcast here, got Instagram, got Periscope, got Facebook, got YouTube, got email. Right, so and we do events as well, so I get a lot of questions and a lot of comments about a lot of stuff. And people say, well, I don't have my business set up yet. Or I don't meet the credit, I'm not credit worthy enough. I don't have the 720 credit score, the 10-year credit history, or I had a bankruptcy. Again, just apply as you are so that we can call you for your consultation. You don't have to wait. Again, now I don't mean this to offend anyone, but who are you to tell us that you don't think you're credit worthy enough to qualify? Let a qualified professional tell you that information. That's like saying, well, it doesn't make sense for me. My New Year's resolution is to get in shape. So being not in shape yet, it doesn't make sense for me to contact a personal trainer first. I gotta wait till I drop some weight first before I talk. People think like that, and it's foolish. Allow us to consult you. Allow us to say, hey, these are the options that we have at your disposal. Don't be that person in which you think you know more than us. As of today, I have the numbers on my computer, but we've extended more than $1 million in loans for business credit. Yes, you heard it right, over $1 million in business credit. We also help so many people, even if they didn't qualify, let's say they needed credit repair, we help so many people with credit repair services. And if you don't believe me, check our Facebook page, 100% Finance at Facebook. Facebook.com/100% Finance. That gets a lot because I'm online. Well, it might be a scam or this and that. Did we scam you? No. We're online, right? I discussed many different platforms. Did you see anyone saying, oh, I got ripped off by Juan Pablo or 100% Finance? Google it. And if you find something, let me know. Because we're a company in which we can do good business for other people. We can get wealthy, we can get rich by by just giving people something of value. People just don't understand that. They just think, oh, it's an online company doing financial services. Something must be fishy. Nothing's fishy. I practice these things. As you can see, if I'm talking about business credit, what's this? Obviously, I practice it, right? If I'm talking about credit score and I have to have an 822, if you don't believe my words for it, go on YouTube, search my YouTube videos. And I did a live video at the time, but I uploaded it to YouTube later. But I did a live video showing you, hey, here's me logging in a credit check total. Here's my FICO score. This was done in November of 2016. I got nothing to lie. And if you want to check out my portfolio, we do the day with Juan Pablo, in which I give a tour of all my properties. And people have been there. Nothing's fraudulent here. Because our mission is to provide you with the tools you need to succeed financially.